From the book, Epic for All, Chapter 1, Art of Glory, Section 5. Steadfast. Steadfast is being committed, dedicated, determined, constant, firm and unwavering, by being loyal to their beliefs and staying true to their work. Steadfast is more about an effort of work than anything else, because without an working effort, there will be nothing left that is equivalent or can result in the act of being steadfast. Anything other than an effort of work can't be fully recognized as something being steadfast, because it is also the only way it will ever begin with an effort of work, which is how steadfast is often known and how it will come about. Anything that can be regarded as good when finished or be finished with something good can be up for consideration of the work by an individual who can be seen as an individual who was steadfast at his work, which had resulted in something good from his effort of work. Being steadfast is the goodwill of an individual who is strong and steady for the purpose of his work to be good or great, with no doubt to be thought of other than as a good job that was done, or going to get done while being steadfast with a good effort. Steadfast is meant to be good especially when it comes down to the matter of work, and for that reason when the work is done by being steadfast from the will of the individual, it will be also surrounded by the good sense which recognizes the effort that was applied, by you or others, of what had been done when viewed. Steadfast has always involved reality by the idea of what can become work and to work for that idea, which captures your full attention to bringing into existence, by your effort of work in the ongoing reality that you see and through the works of reality that you are in, to bring about something good for all your effort of work which you can acknowledge as steadfast. Steadfast can be knowing how to work in the reality that you are in and knowing how you will make it work. That can start by looking into your wisdom and playing it in your imagination to have the idea of its potential which will be shared with your effort, which is also an example of anticipating your effort for the purpose of being steadfast in your work. Sometimes you have to work for the idea that can become meaningful at its best, so that you can keep at it, as being steadfast, which can be doing your best that you can do, and knowingly it's a meaningful objective while doing the best that you can do. Being steadfast is significant with a meaningful purpose when functioning as such, which is a steadfast individual that's committed on doing his best for an idea that probably meant much to him. It is also known as being consistent by the continuous effort that is shown time after time, again and again with no end in sight, but kept his sight on his work to keep on going. When the effort is giving and having more to give, which is often done by those that are willful, that can also be regarded as steadfast. Being steadfast isn't easy and may come along as a challenge that is challenging to stand with or stay along with, by giving a good effort while in the moment and towards the future. That also may get more challenging over time, which often makes the challenges more worthy to accept rather than becoming meaningless, because nothing easy ain't worth keeping, and hard work often comes with a reason, which could be an individual who has a reason for being steadfast. Steadfast also means showing up or being there even if you are losing hope, but somehow you are still going at it and keeping hope within yourself by unyielding to the facts. When you are being steadfast, you are in your belief that you are right in what you believe, which is believing this, that, or what is the right thing to do for the effort of being steadfast. It's having faith in your thoughts that will make you faithful in what you do, that often makes the challenges more worthy to accept. Steadfast can begin as a challenge, just as a challenge that was finished by being steadfast. To be a person that's known to be steadfast is also a person who overcame many challenges and he is still waiting for the next one to overcome. Sometimes being steadfast begins with trust, which is to have trust in your heart first, that will build more trust along the way by giving an effort or a good effort to act on the things that you trust or eventually gain it. In addition, it's to trust the whole process that can bring the means of being steadfast. Steadfast is building something, even if it is just building more time that you share with the thing that you believe in, by being present, which involves a working effort to make those things happen as such, or by being in the presence of the belief of what could come by the effort that you bring. It's being devoted to your work while others may disagree with your work or may become burdensome to you to keep you away from your work, but you prevail and stand against the wicked deed that others had planned for you to sabotage your work, which is another example of being steadfast. Steadfast is also standing against giving up and the pressure that others may apply to you on giving up, especially when it comes down to one's mental concern. Steadfast is to give up on those thoughts of giving up, by going through the pain, confusion, chaos, and just by overcoming any or all obstacles. It's to keep going and not to let up, but only giving up on the idea of giving up. In my opinion, there is no giving up until the results are shown, otherwise it's to keep going to show the results of being steadfast. To be steadfast is also to complete the work to its fullest extent or capacity that is meant to be completed with the meaning of being steadfast. Sometimes being steadfast is moving forward when no one else has the will to do so. There may be a time that occurs that you might have the will to do so but didn't, because sometimes it might be those who dare to keep going, which is a person that's steadfast in his work. Dare means to have the courage to do something, because being steadfast also means being relentless by knowing what you believe in can be achieved. If you dare to win, it is also daring to go against all odds that often stand along with being steadfast. Steadfast is the dare to prevail over the discomfort, soreness, torment, and strain by your willingness to act, because steadfastness is to make a great effort when abided by an affliction, wound, or something of that sort, by overcoming those agonies. A person who is known to be steadfast is a person who is often looking for work, and in many cases the first person to find it, by illuminating the chances of the work from another individual on what he has to offer, but becoming the person that got much to offer if he chooses to do so. In addition, before that can happen, which is taking up what others have to offer, he who is considered to be steadfast can find it for himself, which allows him to anticipate his own action and not so much of others orchestrating it. The trial of the art of glory may come across a lot of trouble, and it is to be steadfast through the whole process, especially when you previously just materialized your idea where it matters most, because if you don't start becoming a person that can be seen as steadfast, then there's a chance that all your effort could become a waste. Find out more in the book Epic for All by Meshach Ford, out now on Amazon.